Hello YouTube, this is Chris McKee with Alamo Music Center in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. And today for you, I'm going to play a little guitar. No, really, I'm going to play a little guitar. This is a little guitar. What we're going to show you today is some really cool, small, short scale electric guitars that are available on the market for someone who's wanting a short scale, or if you have a young player who needs something that will work for their smaller hands. So we've got a few guitars to show you today. We're going to do a demonstration for you. But they come from two great companies, Fender and Ibanez. The guitar that I'm holding in my hand is a manly color of pink. This is the Fender Squier Strat Mini. It comes in three colors. It comes in this beautiful pastel pink. It comes in black, and it also comes in Torino red. And they're great guitars, and I'm speaking from experience. I bought one for my son, and he loves it dearly, and he walks around the house wanting to rock out all the time with it. So they're really great guitars. They have been modified a bit for this year. They come with some online lessons that are available through Fender's new lesson portal, which is very cool. You want to check that out. And the specs are pretty straightforward. It's a Strat, right? So you've got 3 single coil pickups. You have a 5-way switch. You have a single volume, single tone. It's got a dark fingerboard on it. It's not rosewood. It's Palfaro or something, if I recall correctly. The scale on these is short though, so that's what these are all about. Basically, it's a 22.9-inch scale on this. It's a normal 9.24-inch radius. It's got a modern C-shaped neck, pretty standard tuners up here on the top, and it's a Strat body. Now, what's cool about these is that they're very, very approachable for the young beginner player. If you've got small hands and you can't really reach across the span of frets, by having this shorter scale, it puts all of the frets at a shorter space from each other. And so, as a child, you can get a 4-fret span with your small hands. The other cool thing about these is if you're an adult and you want something that's going to be fun to travel with, or that you can practice with, or that you want insane bends with, then these are really cool for that as well. Because you can get quite a span on frets with the short scale going on here. So, here's the thing. Like I said, I think these were made with children intended, but just like we've seen the success with like Taylor's GS Mini and their Baby Taylor and the Little Martin and, Yamaha's JR Juniors and all of these things, adults want a travel size guitar too. And so if you want something like that, but you want to play electric more, here is a great alternative for you. If you travel a lot, it's small, it's compact, doesn't take up a lot of space, and you can sit there and you can practice your scales and whatnot. Or, as I've seen Paula Gilbert demonstrate in a video, you can insanely bend because of the short scale. Now, with the short scale in mind, little tip for you. If you like that really, really slinky feel to it, don't do anything. Buy the guitar, go to town. If you want to feel a little tauter, a little bit more like a normal guitar, then when you get it, have it strung with medium gauge strings on it. Something heavier gauge like a 11 or even a 12 gauge electric guitar string. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but what you have to understand is because of that shorter scale, a medium gauge set of strings will actually give you tension similar to what you're used to on a standard 25.5-inch scale Strat. So that is your pro tip for today if you're wanting to get one of these little guys, but you don't want that slinkiness. You want it to feel a little bit better. Another benefit of that is it kind of tames the tuning. If you've ever played a smaller, like 3/4 size guitar, then you'll know that when you're at that short of a scale, the strings are really floppy, and so having them hold tune, particularly if you bend, can be a chore. And so if you put on a heavier gauge set of strings, trust me, you'll like the tone, you'll like the feel, and it'll stay better in tune. I've done it on my Baby Taylor for many, many, many years. So to compare with this, we have another contender in the category, and that's from Ibanez. Ibanez? Ibanez. So Ibanez has built this guitar. This is part of their miKro series, and they've got some really cool guitars in this series. They have bass guitars, they have these electric guitars, and they're phenomenal. Now, it's a little bit more of an expensive guitar than the Squier. This currently goes for $129.99 in any of the three colors, pink, black, or Torino red. The Ibanez, on the other hand, is $149.99, but there's some reason for it. So first of all, if you take a look, you've got humbucking pickups rather than the single coils. Now, it's a three-way switch, so you don't have any in-between sounds. It's just, one or the other or both. But they're humbucking pickups. They sound pretty good. You've got shark fin inlays, which are cool. So if you've got a little rocker in your family, or if you like to shred with your Ibanezes and you want a smaller cousin to join the stable, these are fantastic. Nice pointy headstock, good tuners on these. So they're worth the upcharge of $149. And I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about 20 bucks between these guitars. They're both great. It really is just a matter of what your preference is, flavor-wise, what you would prefer to play. The Ibanez also comes in this black and my personal favorite when I'm going out on the town, hot pink, because it's just faded red. It's a manly color, y'all. Anyways, so very, very cool. The other benefit of going with like the pink guitars, it's a maple fretboard with dot inlay versus the dark rosewood fretboard with shark fin inlays. I should also mention that the Ibanez miKro is a little shorter scale than the Strat is. This is 22.9, this is 22.2. So less than an inch difference, but they do matter. Scale lengths matter, ask Paul Reed Smith. So very, very cool. Great guitars. Now what we're going to do is put them through their paces for you so you can hear what they sound like. Okay, so this is Blackie Mini. This is the black Squier Strat Mini. And it's, it's a Strat. So for me, it feels at home. For modern C-shaped profile, standard radius, just the shorter scale. So what are you getting for $129? Well, you're getting a really well-built guitar, but because it's $129, it's not a $500 three-quarter size electric guitar, right? There are a few things that I want to point out to you. So we're going to talk about the bad or not the bad. There's nothing bad on a $129 electric guitar, but the things that you should probably be aware of before buying the guitar given its price point. So it doesn't have any sharp fret points, but they're not incredibly smooth. It's not rounded. This isn't the US Strat, right? The fretwork's a little scratchy. You can kind of hear some of the scratchiness on the frets. Nothing that a lot of kids would probably even notice because they're not going to bend a lot when they first start playing. But you'll notice it if you buy it as a travel guitar. And that's about it. Those are my only qualms with it. It's lightweight, it feels good, it's nice and balanced, and it's not neck heavy or anything like that. And the single coil pickups sound pretty good actually. Like I said, I'd put medium gauge strings on it, and we've had to tune it about 5 times. One, it's brand new and their strings are stretching, but put some new strings on it, and trust me, if you go with mediums, you'll like me afterwards, and you'll write good comments and write pretty songs about me. So let's check it out. can't bend that much on an electric guitar unless you got like maybe 8s or 7s on it. So pretty cool. Let's check out the Ibanez. All right, so here we have the Ibanez miKro in black with the shark fin inlays. I love the shark fin look. I'm really not cool enough to pull those off, but I like them nevertheless. So some things to get out of the way. First of all, I like the tuners on these a little bit better. I feel that they're a bit smoother than on the Squier one. The profile of the neck is shallower. It's a flatter profile than on the Squier, and it's not quite as rounded. It's very blocked off. So, I said that the Squier wasn't, rounded really at all, not like a played-in guitar or like the rounded edges of a, say, American Strat, if you have that experience playing one. This is blocked off, but there's no sharp edges. The frets are nice and smooth. They're a little scratchy, particularly noticeable on the treble strings, but not a deal breaker. Just $150 guitar. There's a lot better access, all the way up here to the top, to the 24th fret, by the way. So it is a full 24 frets, and at a 22.2-inch scale, if you can play up here, I would like to shake your hand, because I can't, I won't. But someone can, and very fast and articulately. So pretty cool. It's only a 3-way switch, which I mentioned, so you get neck, bridge, or both. They're humbucking pickups, so they are quiet. All you're hearing is the hum from the amp. So, very cool guitar. Let's hear it first without the dirt. So, pretty cool. A shredder, which I never claim to be. I'm just a ham-fisted guitar player that likes to talk about guitars. Can really get a lot out of this. And if you've got, a young player who's inclined to want to play stuff fast and, is more kind of geared that way, then this is probably going to appeal to them. That being said, what's cool about these guitars is you could really play anything on any of them. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about these, comment below, come and see us, or contact us online at alamomusic.com. And if you want one of these, or you have a budding artist who needs a guitar, we want to put them in your hands and help you or them make music. So, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.